A lot of people are capable of working and are willing to work, but it's just the way it's set up. The mother and the children are better off if the husband isn't working or if the husband isn't there. And this breaks up so many poor families.
One of the saddest things is that many of the children whose parents are on welfare will in their turn end up in the welfare trap when they grow up. In this public housing project in the Bronx, New York, 3/4 of the families are now receiving welfare payments.
Well, Mr. Brown wanted to keep away from this kind of thing for a very good reason. The people who get on welfare lose their human independence and feeling of dignity. They become subject to the dictates and whims of their welfare supervisor, who can tell them whether they can live here or there, whether they may put in a telephone, what they may do with their lives. They're treated like children, not like responsible adults. And they're trapped in the system. Maybe a job comes up that looks better than welfare, but they're afraid to take it, because if they lose it after a few months, it may be 6 months or 9 months before they can get back onto welfare. And as a result, this becomes a self-perpetuating cycle, rather than simply a temporary state of affairs.
One eternity later.
Of them down.
Nearly 48 hours later, LaShonda Greer still in shock. She walked me through what happened in the Green Ridge parking lot Tuesday night when her son and daughter were shot and killed.
All of us fell at the same time, and when I got up, my oldest daughter got up and ran up the hill. And I ran down the hill, and I seen my son on the ground underneath the car. So about all of us falling, like, I picked him up, and he was so slumped.
Greer claims a van full of people, including these women you see captured on security camera, were there to confront her 21-year-old daughter, Mariana.
They came there to ambush my kids.
Her 20-year-old son, Antoine, was there to try and de-escalate the situation.
I know for a fact it was all over a boy.
Greer says the girls worked with her daughter, and jealousy over a relationship spiraled into this senseless shooting. When the bullets started flying, Greer was nearly hit herself.
I was diving for my life. The bullet came across. I was diving for my life.
Euclid police released a statement that said, in part, the investigation had several strong leads.
Euclid doing a wonderful job. A wonderful job, and I applaud them for that.
While the family waits for justice, Greer and Antoine's girlfriend grieve the loss of the brother and sister.
We were supposed to move away from Cleveland, and I won't ever get the chance to do that with them, because they just took them from me.
And they know I don't never play about my kids. But I'm going to get justice for my kids. If it's every breath in my body, I'm going to get it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, starting at verse 5. It reads, "For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?" All right, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And the people that it's speaking of today is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of your fathers. All right, you're the Israelites today. Before I continue, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the apostles, all right, the elder bishops, the elders, and the acumen, as well as the like-minded men of Great Millstone who teach this 100% truth, and where I learned to continue to learn this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, that being the house of David, which is the elect, right, of the nation of Israel, which again represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of your fathers. All right, so we're just gonna jump right in right quick. I showed you a couple of clips. You know what I'm saying? Showing where our people at with it today. All right, it's we're destroyed people. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the elect, 2/3 of our people are numbered to the sword. All right, they're gonna learn a death by pain. But to see them in this state, it depending on the the spirit the Lord have you in. Someday you can feel bad for them. Someday you don't give a shit about them. All right, but nevertheless, these things have to happen and they have to come, and they're also a sign showing that we're the Lord's people. All right, so dealing with that last one in particular. All right, Eve. She lost her son and her daughter at the same time. All right, and they was of course involved in some what I like to call nigga shit. All right, so bad news beat them home. All right, and she planning 2 funerals now. All right, and that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord's judgment goes forth every morning. All right, it ain't like the Lord was sitting up in the heavens wanting that not to happen. All right, this is Zephaniah 3 and verse 5. It say, "The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." All right, so every morning judgment goes forth. All right, a fig don't fall from the fig tree. All right, without it being sanctioned by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, and our people, they despise order. All right, so this is the things that come upon them. Read this in Jeremiah 5 just to show you how much order the Lord has on this earth. Jeremiah 5, I'm going to start at 22. It say, "Fear ye not me, said the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it?" So like if you go to the beach, all right, and you see the water coming up on the shore, the water has a bound in which it can't go. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua placed that bound there, and that water is not going to go past that decree that the Lord bound it to not pass. All right. It say, "And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. But this people, all right, you niggas, all right, Latinos and Native Americans, 2/3 on this side, all right. But this people had their revolted in a rebellious heart, meaning mine. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, meaning their mind, let us now fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our God, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter. In his season he reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Verse 25, your iniquities are your sins upon sins upon sins upon sins, all right, in this life and your previous lives, all right? That's why Jake get judged so harshly out here, all right? It says your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. For among my people are found wicked men. All right, that goes for women too, because a woman is an extension of the man. And the scripture tell you all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. But the man is the head, so, It say, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their house is full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. They are waxing fat, they shine, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. All right, and that's 2/3 of our people, all right. On any given day, they'll get these Edomites, all right, the devil the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man, woman, and child, which they're not white, they're red. Or on any given day, you wicked niggas will get them a run for their money and wickedness, all right, because it tells you in John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of his heart you will do. So again, on any given day, these wicked 2/3, all right, they'll outdo Esau, the wicked, all right, in wickedness. All right, they say they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. All right, because it'd be good for Jake sometimes in the hood, all right, Jake be committing adultery, he be sleeping with this nigga woman, sleeping with that nigga woman, he be escaping the police, all right, he be selling his drugs and doing his shit, and he be getting by. You know what I'm saying? He be prospering and living ghetto fabulous, as you niggas like to say, or used to say, back when I was young. All right, but verse 29, shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? All right, because, you know, you building it up, you stacking it up. All right, what you gonna do when it crumble? All right, because the Lord gonna come back. All right, he gonna knock that Jenga tower down. All right, all them sins you done stacked up and shit. All right, you know, it's like playing Jenga. You know, you keep pulling them blocks out. The higher you stack it, you keep pulling the blocks out, and eventually, you know, that one block is gonna get pulled, and the whole thing is gonna come down. And that's how the Lord gonna judge you niggas. Gonna let you build your shit up as high as you can get it, and then he gonna punch you right in your shit. All right, and it's gonna come, you know, death by pain. All right. So, you know, we don't feel bad for what go down with Wicked Jake out here. All right. Wicked Jake had it coming. Then go to Jeremiah 7 and verse 16. It say, therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. All right, so the Lord ain't hearing no cries for these wicked niggas, man. All right. I had another clip show up in there as well. All right, you know, it was showing how that welfare system destroyed, you know what I'm saying, the Jake household, going back when they implemented it and shit, fast forward into now. All right, and you see what it's done. All right, no man in the household. All right, I had a clip in there. This little girl. All right, she in Walmart breaking up all the shit. All right, destroying the property. You hear Eve in the background talking about don't touch it, don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? Another bitch runs up. She's talking about you don't know what she's going through. All right, man, our people are destroyed, and these nations love to see us in this state. All right, you know, the woman has been elevated over the man. All right, the children have been elevated over adults. All right, you know, it's just wickedness. So I'm gonna read this right here in Lamentations 2, because this was all a plan that was set up by the you know what I'm saying, the wicked elite, which really is you know what I'm saying, the Amalekites, Amalek. But all the other nations, you know, they all took part in it. You know, Psalm 33 tell you how they all came together to take the name of Israel away, that it be no more remembrance. All right, and it's happened. So this is the state that these nations let us see us in. Lamentations 2 and 15, it say, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies, that listen in Psalms 83, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. All right, the her being Israel. All right, you know, we're married to the Lord. All right, the Israelite man is married to Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai is the bridegroom. All right, so the Israelite woman in the spiritual aspect is viewed as a woman. I mean, the Israelites are viewed spiritually as a woman in the eyes of the Lord. All right, because we're married to the Lord. So verse 17, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, had done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and he had not pitied. And he had caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He had set up the horn of thine adversary. All right, the power of our enemies, Yahweh Shai set them up over us for our wickedness. All right, for us being, you know, spiritual adulterers and idolaters and wicked motherfuckers, you know, the Lord put this on us. All right, so now we have to watch, you know, we had to go through it as well, because, you know, we ain't always been in this truth. All right, but now we see. All right, we can see it. The Lord took the covering off and we see it. We see the error in our ways. We see why this had to happen. We see why it's happening, and we see why what's going to happen has to happen as well. All right, and we're for it. We understand it now. We appreciate it. All right, and only the elect have that mindset. You know, most of the time, you know what I'm saying, a regular, specular 2/3, they'll see another 2/3 struggling or some shit, and depending on where that 2/3 was raised, all right, they might have some empathy or some sympathy. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. All right, but us, you know, hey, the Lord make it rich and make it poor. All right, the Lord did everything out here, so, you know, we just pray to Yahweh Shai for our daily bread, you know, not to be rich nor poor, just to receive our daily bread and to First and foremost, keep this truth. All right, because without this, all right, it's no life to be lived any fucking way. You're just living to die, like these niggas. All right. So that's it for the lesson. You know, it was just something quicker to the point. You know, who gonna bemoan the old Jerusalem? All right, these nations don't give a fuck about us. All right, they see us in this state and they rejoice. All right, but that's why in the oncoming world, they're gonna be our slaves. Payback is gonna be a bitch. All right. So again, all honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, the elders, and the acumen, as well as the like-minded men of Great Millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the house of David, Kwam Yasharala, and the Bible Ball. Shalom.